Welcome to the Motivational Medium podcast. I'm Anne-Marie Lord, a psychic medium, author, and the founder of the Motivational Medium Academy. On this podcast, we'll explore intriguing topics such as mediumship, psychic abilities, and the amazing idea that we all have intuition within us. Whether you're a believer, skeptic, or somewhere in between, get ready to unlock your extraordinary potential as we discover the supernatural world together. If you want your questions featured on the show, be sure to join my tribe by subscribing to my newsletter at annemarielord.com. Let's go. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the podcast. I wanted to talk to you today about mediumship events. Now, here in Perth, I don't know where you are or you're listening to this, but here in Perth, we are absolutely blessed with some amazing mediums that all do live events. And what is so special about the mediums that are here in Perth and the ones that do the live events, and some do private one-on-one readings, which is amazing too. What I wanted to talk to you about though today was how every single medium is different. Now, a lot of mediums work with the knowledge that they've got. So how does that work? Let me try and explain this in the best way that I can. When you've got someone, say like myself, who's been a nurse for over 30 years, then spirit, to get their messages out to you, will use a lot of the knowledge that I have. So that's why when you come to see me, or in a live event, I will use some of the knowledge around health and the knowledge I have through the years of nursing, but also a lot of guidance that I can give through the Grateful 3 approach stuff from all the years I have studied mindfulness and manifestation and all the great authors like Eckhart Tolle and Joe Dispenza. I do a lot of reading because I like to keep my mind active so that when spirit want to come through and they want to guide you in a certain direction, then I'll have the knowledge to help you do that. So that's why I think when you go to see a medium, sometimes you will get different information, similar information and guidance, but it may be put in a different way. So as I say to you, there is amazing mediums here in Perth, but we all work very, very differently because we all have different mindsets. We all have different knowledge and we all have different techniques that we use. So when you go and see somebody, they might hear a lot of stuff, then you will get your information differently. Then you might go to somebody else who sees a lot of stuff. Then you will get your information differently also. So when you're choosing your medium to go and see, I would suggest go and see them all. Go and see everybody. Go and, see who you feel connected to. Because not everybody's going to feel connected to me, or not everyone's going to feel connected to some of the other mediums out there. But go and see who you feel connected to. Now, I wanted to talk to you on this podcast all about mediumship, really, because I want you to get the best out of the mediumship, whether you go to a live event or whether you go and see a medium one-on-one. So I would always suggest that you be open. Now, this isn't just say yes to everything. Please don't take this as I want you to just say yeah or feed the medium. That actually doesn't help because the medium will get really confused if they've got some information and you're saying yeah to it and it's different to what they absolutely know. Then that will totally confuse the medium, if that makes sense. So what you got to do is you got to be honest, but I would say be open. Don't ever go in to test a medium. It won't work. The medium will shut down. Your energy will shut down. And the worst thing is spirit will just go, okay, this is a waste of time. I'm out of here. And it'll be like going to see someone on the street. Yeah, it won't work. So if you're going to go and see a medium, go and feel into it. Go and see what these people have done, these amazing people. Go and look at the reviews, maybe go and watch an event, a live event. if they're doing a live event, and see, are you drawn to that person? And also see their background. So if there's anything in health, obviously I would say I'm quite good at that because of the 30 years of nursing. And also in mindfulness and guidance in the mindfulness area, because of the Grateful 3 approach to life that I studied and then wrote the book. So go and see a live event. Go and feel into the medium's energy. See whether this medium is right for you, because you want to get the best out of this experience. You know, I remember seeing Alison Dubois do a show one time, and she was doing an interview, and the interviewee said to her, how come you can't read for people on the street, or you don't see dead people here, there and everywhere? And she said, I have to care. And I thought that was a bit abrupt at first. And then I was thinking, oh, wow, that means that you don't care. But it's not about that. I totally get what she meant. It's about showing up and being absolutely 100% committed within that time. We can all care about everybody in the world, and that's good because, you know, share the love. You know what I'm like. I like to share the love and energy for everybody. But what I'm saying to you is, when you have a person or you come to a reading and that person, that medium, is 100% showing up, she absolutely cares that you get the best. She cares that spirit, she works well for, or he works well for spirit. Then that person is caring at that time. They are 100% committed to the emotional state of you, spirit, and themselves. And that's what makes the energy flow. And that's what makes the readings different. So as I say, when you go to see somebody or you're choosing a medium, because it's a big decision, because some of the things that you might get told within these sessions are quite life-changing. And as people know, when they come to see me, I don't ever get anything bad. And I work on that. I keep my energy vibration quite high so that I actually don't see any of that. It's something I've always done. But you know, you need to go to someone and what you expect to get from this person, because they are working for you at that time, not you for them. So go to an event, see what you see, feel what you feel, and if you feel connected and you feel drawn to that person, then book in to go and see them, because every single medium is different. And as I say before, we are very, very blessed that we've got some amazing mediums in Perth. However, there's also some really amazing mediums all over the world. So no matter where you're listening to this, make sure you do your homework before you book in and go and see somebody. Now, as I say, the live events are also very different. You know, you might go to a live event and it's all mediumship. You might go to a live event and they do some teaching in there. You might go to a live event and they'll do some mindfulness in there. You might go to a live event and they'll do a meditation. So go and test out all these live events, because it's a great experience and it's something that, you know, will help you open your mind to maybe having a one-on-one session with somebody. Now, when people come to my live events, and this is something I used to do a few years ago, and I've decided to do them again. And I did one in November, which was really good. It was great. We had such a laugh, lots of messages, lots of mediumship in there. It was an absolute great experience for the audience. Well, what the feedback that I got from them. And also, I had a great time too, which is great. And I know Spirit had a great time too. So when you go to one of my live events, what you can expect is mediumship. Also, I have a question and answer session. So you get a chance to write a question down and it gets put in a big bowl. And I draw out some of these questions, and then intuitively, I give guidance within this question. So I'll go then into the psychic zone. I always say, like, people might say this differently, and there's a whole technical way of describing mediumship and psychic and the differences between them. But what I always say in a nutshell is Mediumship is my energy connects with the spirit world's energy. Psychic is my energy connecting with yours. I know, before all the spiritual people say, oh, there's a lot more to it than that. I know, but that's how I explain it, simplicity. So when I'm doing the question and answers, then I go down into psychic. So then that's my energy connecting with your energy. And we can get these questions answered. But what I always say as well is come with an open mind. And also, don't write nothing on them questions that you don't want answered in a whole forum. Now, there's usually 77 people within my forums. So if you don't want this question answered within that forum, then you're going to have to come and see me privately. But I know this can be an amazing experience for you, for me, for spirit, for everybody. If you come along to the sessions, I know we'll have a laugh. Because I can't take my sense of humour out of it either. So that's always good fun. Now, as I say, again, go experience lots of different mediums. There's loads out there. And there's really good ones as well who have your best interest in heart. And you'll connect with it. You'll feel that connection. I just want to say as well, when people go to an open session forum, now, this is not just my forums. This is everybody's forums, live events, mediumship events. When some information is being given out there and you can take maybe 4 or 5 pieces of that information, then put your hand up, because if you're sitting there saying, and you can take maybe 8 pieces of information, but then there's something that just doesn't fit right, then that might be something the medium's got wrong. But what I want to say to you is the medium will know whether or not she or he is with you. So put your hand up, not after like 1 or 2 pieces of information, but like maybe about 4 or 5 pieces of information. Put your hand up and let the medium decide, because I know if I'm with somebody or if I'm not. It just won't feel right. And if it doesn't feel right within my stomach, then I know I'm not with that person. And I'll move on, or we'll try and get a different connection with the right person, if you like. So please don't ever be afraid to put your hand up. The mediums that you'll go and see in live events are really quite good at what they do. So they will know whether or not they are with you. So let them decide. They won't ever make things fit either. Nothing can fit. It has to come from spirit through the medium, who is the medium, the filter, to you. So they will know exactly what they're saying, what will fit, and if it's with you. So let the medium decide. I hope this has brought a little bit of clarity and knowledge to you out there who's maybe never seen a medium before or never been to see a psychic before. And, it can be an absolutely wonderful experience. And always remember as well, you have free will. So if a psychic or a medium sees something that is coming up for you and they explain to you all about what it is and, what you can see and what's going to happen, when that time comes, you have free will and you can make that change. But one of the things I always know is that you will recognize it. Like a friend of mine who's a medium, she said to me, you're going to have this house and it's going to look like it's a beach house and, it's going to be by the ocean and blah, blah, blah. And, all this stuff. Now, when I came to design my house, because I'm building a new house, when I designed that house, when I was looking at the designs, I really loved the Hampton style, the beach style look of this house. Still never thought nothing of it. And then we got all the drawings done and everything. And when the house started to get built and I looked at the front of it, I was quite shocked, because when she told me that she could see this, I don't know why I was shocked. I do this stuff every day. But when she showed me that house, she sent me a little picture of what this house would look like. I stood back and I looked and I thought, oh yeah, there's my house. What I'm saying to you is when I went for them designs, I could have actually changed my mind and I could have recognized it there and then and thought, no, well, that's not exactly what I want. And you can change your mind. So things might be a little bit different, or it might be a little bit off, you know. I would have still had a house and it would have still been by the beach, but it would just may have had a different style front. Who knows? But the way it turned out, it didn't. So you have got free will, free choice. We've all got that. So always remember that as well, yeah? And sometimes mediums can make mistakes, okay? So always remember that too. It's not a direct science. It's an interpretation of our trust in spirit and what we believe and what we feel and what we work with on a daily basis to give that information to you. Okay? So there it is in a nutshell, what or how you can get the best out of going to visit a medium. Now, I've got a live event coming up on February the 15th. The tickets are on sale on my website. If they have sold out, because they're nearly all sold out as I'm recording this podcast. So if they are sold out, I believe there's another one 8 weeks later. So if you miss out on February the 15th, the next live event will be on the 10th of May, Saturday the 10th of May in the afternoon, and it will be in Clarkson. So the options to purchase the tickets will be on my website, annemarielord.com. I look forward to seeing you there. It's such good fun. We have such a laugh. Come down, grab yourself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, come and sit down, and we have an absolute ball. And I will see you either in February or in May, or at one of my private session one-to-one readings. Take care, my friend, and have the absolute best day. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this show. It's important to note that while I'm here to inspire, encourage and guide you, I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist or a doctor. Join me again in 2 weeks for more captivating revelations on the supernatural. Remember to be in with a chance to have your questions answered on the podcast. Subscribe to my newsletter at annemarielord.com. Stay in the tribe to vibe. I appreciate you guys. See you next time.